So, who are Now TV? So the best way to describe Now TV is really the telly that you love in a very flexible way with no contract on your terms. You can buy monthly pass to Sky Cinema, to entertainment, to Sky Sports. You can buy day and week's pass to Sky Sports. We recently launched our kids pass as well. And you can access this on a range of devices, from the big screen to the small screen, and including our own Now TV boxes. And also, just to complicate things further for us, we launched our very own TV and broadband bundle with Now TV Combo. And of course, we're part of Sky. We are Sky's second consumer brand. So why did Sky launch Now TV? So we launched Now TV in 2012, fundamentally because we believed that Sky would be a bigger business if we found a way to reach those customers who just weren't interested in what Sky had to offer. Customers who love great content, who are willing to pay for it, but they just don't want the full package, and they want something lighter, more instant, more flexible. They don't want to make a big commitment. And they wanted something also kind of plug and play. So we created Now TV really to help us reach these new customer segments. And also, we saw at the time that the market conditions were right with the trends in technology and consumer behaviors and the proliferation of connected devices. And what we have seen since then is that kind of it was the right thing to have done. The trends that we saw back in 2012 have continued. In some cases, they have accelerated. And the opportunities remains very large. Our core target is kind of free and pay like homes. There's 11 million homes to go after. So absolutely validating the decision to launch Now TV back in 2012. But whilst the opportunity is big, we also obviously need to we were the first pay TV operator to launch a second brand and an OTT service. And so we had to be careful and really make sure that the two services were very, very differentiated. And we do this in different ways. We do this through the proposition, so ensure that the proposition are clearly different. So with Sky customer get the full package of TV content, they get the absolute best TV experience. Now TV customers get light, pay light, so we cherry pick the 11 best pay TV channels. It's very flexible. It's via low-cost streaming box or on mobile and other connected devices. And the other way to differentiate is really through our tone of voice, our marketing, our brand. So these are designed to be vastly different from the Sky brand. And to illustrate that, I have a couple of our ads to show you.
Welcome to Now TV. The hotel's just a metaphor. We're actually a streaming service. Box sets, anyone? We've got the greatest and the latest for duvet days, sick days, and must catch up before Mondays. Laundry for mates nights, date nights, and marathon late nights. Ooh.
Is that a gun in his pocket?
So if you fancy checking into Now TV and checking out over 250 box sets, all with no contract, now you can.
And this one is our Kids Pass, the campaign that launched just last month.
Welcome to Now TV. Let's check out the kids' floor. We've got thousands of episodes to explore. Inspiring stuff for growing minds. Plus, fun with these guys. And them. And because it's all on demand, there are no ads. So check out our Kids Pass. Ooh, cheeky. Thousands of episodes, no ads. $2.99 a month. Now you can.
So as you can see, very, very different tone of voice and look and feel to Sky. And the strategy is working. So we've really not seen cannibalization of the core DTH base and the core Sky base. So 2% of Sky leavers come to Now TV. And actually, when you look at people who come to Now TV, around 90% actually never consider Sky or don't consider Sky. Also, despite the fact that we introduced maximum flexibility, so there's no buy-through, that you don't have to take an entertainment pass to buy a movies pass, you just buy the passes that you want, we actually seen really good take-up of or more than one pass. So 45% of our base take more than one genre pass. And that's important to us, obviously, from a kind of output point of view, but also we find that the customers, obviously, that take more content from us, they end up being stickier, and so it's really important, and we always look for opportunities to really drive that cross-sell. And then it's a core part of our strategy. I mentioned the Now TV boxes. It really, what we find is that although we absolutely believe that you have to distribute widely, and reach customers to the devices that they own and not force them to buy a box from us, we find that our best customers are the ones that take our box. It provides the best way of accessing Now TV. We've seen much greater user engagement and better churn profile as a result. And our strategy has been one of continuous evolution of responding to market trends. So we started in 2012 as a movies pass, and then we very swiftly launched the sports day pass. We added entertainment in 2013, then we added the weeks pass in 2014, and the month pass after that. And then we got busy again and launched in 2016 our kids pass, which you just see in the advert for, and Now TV combo, which is, as I said, our TV and broadband bundle. So that's one corner of one kind of pillar of our strategy, is really continue to evolve the proposition and the content offering. And then the middle bit is really our devices. So we started by launching as an app. We then, in 2013, launched our own Now TV box, and we've innovated there. We've launched more and more boxes, and the latest, our best box, our Now TV Smart Box, which was launched at the same time as, in conjunction with the launch of our broadband service, actually combine seamlessly DTT and OTT, which, and we find actually that our customers who use that box are even more engaged than any other customer group. And I talked about wide distribution. Again, as I said, it is important for us that we are there on the devices that the customers own. So we have added more and more devices, and really, especially on the main screen, and this is something we'll continue to focus on. And finally, one of the things for us is really important, really, is to get customers to really watch content. It sounds obvious, but there's a very strong correlation for us between viewing and churn, and being a skinny bundle is really important that customers really get the most out of it. So the UI is absolutely key to this. So we've continually innovating on the UI, really with one purpose of getting customers faster to the TV they love. And this is one example of our latest UI, which really the purpose of, we started rolling it out across kind of our devices. It's not gone to everyone yet. But really the purpose of the changes were to ensure the customer could access all of our content on one page as much as possible. And as I said, getting them faster to the content that is relevant to them. The kids, our kids UI looks completely different from the rest of the UI. So it's part of the existing Now TV app, so we've not done a separate kids app, but it feels like almost like a separate app. So when you go into there, it really is a dedicated space. In terms of, today's session is about aggregation, so I thought it was worth mentioning the word. But really, it's very simple for us. We aggregate in two ways. We aggregate content on our entertainment passes, on our cinema and sports passes. Our entertainment pass is made of kind of all of the Sky channels, plus, as I said, we cherry pick the best pay TV partners that we have, as well as 250 box sets. But we also aggregate as a platform. So on our Now TV box, we also aggregate apps that are not part of our service, whether they're free apps or kind of paid for apps. So the philosophy there is to really make the box as appealing as possible to the customer, so that we keep them within our environment, within our UI. So what next? So obviously the opportunity will remain big, and the customer environment will continue to evolve. In the short term, we've got some great content coming up. I'm particularly excited about Game of Thrones this summer and the new Twin Peaks. We will continue to evolve the UI. We've launched personalization, and we've got more work to do in the area. And in terms of distribution, continuing to find opportunities to launch on more devices, but also in the devices where we already are, working with the partners to really ensuring that we're giving the best experience to our existing customers. Because, as I said, there's a quite big gap between the box and the experience on the devices, and we've been working to really ensure that all our customers get the best experience and that our content is easy to find across all devices. And then just because we're talking about TV, I thought I should finish with a trailer. So I hope that I Game of Thrones fan in the audience, otherwise that was a complete waste of time. So I don't know, we got time for...
Yeah, I think we've got time for a question or two. That was probably the most chilling end to a presentation I've ever seen. So we've got one down at the front, if we could grab the roving mic. Thanks very much.
Thank you, it's Ben Keane. Hi, Marina. What proportion of viewing on Now is on demand versus linear, and how has that evolved?
The vast majority of our viewing is on demand.
So,
and it's actually, it's important. Linear viewing is important, remains important, it's there, but vast majority is on demand.
So very different to the main platform.
Yes. Great. Probably got time for one more. Up there, I think. Is that Natalie? Yep.
Hi, Natalie Lethbridge, Tonic Digital. Interesting to hear about your strategy at integrating SVOD services. Could you tell us a little bit more about that and the type of services you're looking at? OTT?
Yeah, it's not really about integrating SVOD services. I don't think I use those terms. It's more to say that we've got a device and we've launched apps on that device. There's a mixture of free apps and paid for apps. And it's something that we'll continue to, we have partners approaching us all the time. We kind of talk to a lot of people. And it's part of the service. There's not anything specific that we are looking at right now.
Cool. Thank you very much. Well, I think we've got time for one last very, very quick question.
Okay.
Thank you. Jonathan from IHS. You mentioned on one of the earlier slides you had 45% of people taking more than one genre pass.
Yeah.
Is that like a stacking behaviour like Richard mentioned earlier, or is that sequential, or are they skipping from one genre to the next after they've kind of consumed what they want, or are they watching it simultaneously?
So I'm slightly confused because we're talking about channels, or we're talking about the passes?
The passes, sorry.
The passes. Yeah. So do you mean, do they buy them at the same time, or do they kind of start with one and
exactly,
then add the other?
Yeah.
It's a bit of both, but I would say that it's really the cross-sell from one pass to the next is really important for us.
Okay.
But it's a bit of both. But we see, definitely promoting, and we use the UI a lot for that, to kind of being able to promote genre passes. And that's why we've seen on the box how it performed really well for us in terms of cross-selling.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much. I think that's probably